Okay, here we have last thoughts on Woody Guthrie. When your head gets twisted and your mind grows numb, when you think you're too old, too young, too smart, or too dumb, when you're lagging behind and you're losing your pace, in a slow motion crawl of life's busy race, no matter what you're doing, if you start giving up, if the wine don't come to the top of your cup, if the wind's got you sideways with one hand hanging on, and the other one starts slipping and the feeling is gone, and your train engine fire needs a new spark to catch it, and the wood's easy finding, but you're lazy to fetch it, and your sidewalk starts curling and the street gets too long, and you start walking backwards though you know that it's wrong, and lonesome comes up as the day goes down, and tomorrow's morning seems so far away, and you feel the reins from your pony are slippin', and your rope is a-slidin' 'cause your hands are a-drippin', and your sun-decked desert and deserts and your evergreen valleys turn to broken-down slums and trash-can alleys, and your sky cries water and your drain pipes a-pourin', and the lightnings a-flashin' and the thunders a-crashin' and the windows are rattlin' and breakin' and the rooftops a-shakin' and your whole world's a-slammin' and bangin' and your minutes of sun turns to hours of storm, and you're new to yourself some day, and you say to yourself, and I wish I knew it was gonna be this way, that why didn't they tell me the day I was born? And you start getting chills and you're jumping from sweat and you're looking for something you ain't quite found yet, and you're knee-deep in dark water with your hands in the air and the whole world's a-watching and a window peak stare, and your good gal leaves and she's long gone a-flying, and your heart feels sick like fish when they're frying, and your jackhammer falls from your hands to your feet, and you need it badly, but it lays on the street, and your bell's banging loudly, but you can't hear its beat, and you think your ears might have been hurt, or your eyes turned filthy from the sight-blinding dirt, and you figured you failed in yesterday's rush, when you were faked out and fooled while facing a 4 flush. And all the time you were holding 3 queens, and it's making you mad, and it's making you mean, like the Middle of Life magazine, bouncing around like a pinball machine, and there's something on your mind and you want to be saying that somebody someplace ought to be hearing, but it's trapped on your tongue and it's sealed in your head, and it bothers you badly when you're laying in bed, and no matter how you try you just can't say it, and you're scared to your soul that you just might forget it, and your eyes get swimmy from the tears in your head, and your pillows of feathers turn to blankets of lead, and the lion's mouth open and you're staring at his teeth, and his jaws start closing with you underneath, and you're flat on your belly with your hands tied behind, and you wish you'd never taken that last detour sign, and you say to yourself, just what am I doing on this road that I'm walking, on this trail that I'm turning, on this curve that I'm hanging, on this path that I'm strolling, in this space that I'm taking, in this air I'm inhaling? I'm mixed up too much, I'm mixed up too hard. Why am I walking? Why am I running? What am I saying? What am I knowing? On this guitar I'm playing, on this banjo I'm flailing, on this mandolin I'm strumming, on this song that I'm singing, in this tune that I'm humming, in this words that I'm writing, in this words that I'm thinking, in this ocean of hours, in all the time drinking. Who am I helping? Who am I breaking? What am I giving? What am I taking? But you try with your whole soul best never to think these thoughts, and never to let them kind of thoughts gain ground, or make your heart pound. But then again you know why they're around. Just waiting for a chance to slip and drop down, 'cause sometimes you hear 'em when the night comes a-creepin', and you fear that they might catch you a-sleepin', and you jump from your bed and your last chapter of dreamin', and you can't remember for the best of your thinkin' if that was you in the dream that was screamin', and you know that something special you're needing, and you know there's no drug that'll do for the healing, and there's no liquor in the land that'll stop your brain from bleeding, and you know there's something special. Yeah, you need something special, all right. You need a fast-flying train on a tornado track to shoot you someplace and shoot you back. You need a cyclone wind on a steam engine howler that's been banging and booming and blowing forever, that knows your troubles 100 times over. You need a Greyhound bus that don't bar no race, yeah, that won't laugh at your looks and your voice and your face, and won't buy any number of bets in the books. We'll be rolling long after the bubblegum craze, and you need something to open up a new door. You need to show something you've never seen before, but you've overlooked 100 times or more. You need something to open your eyes. You need something to make it known that it's you and no one else that owns that spot that you're standing, that space that you're sitting. That world ain't got you beat, that you ain't got licked, that it ain't crazy no matter how many times you get kicked. You need something special, all right. You need something special to give you hope. But hope's just a word that maybe you've said or maybe you've heard on some windy corner around a wide-angle curve. But that's what you need, man. You need it bad. And your trouble is that you know it too good, 'cause you look and you start crying and the chills, 'cause you can't find it on a dollar bill. And it ain't on Macy's windowsill. And it ain't on no rich kid's road map. And it ain't in no fat kid's fraternity house. And it ain't in no Hollywood wheat germ. And it ain't on that dim-lit stage with that half-wit comedian on it, ranting and raving and taking your money, and you think it's funny. No, you can't find it on no nightclub or no yacht club, and it ain't in no seat of no supper club. And as sure as hell as you're bound, it ain't, no matter how hard you rub, you just ain't gonna find it on your lottery ticket stub. No, and it ain't in the rumors that people are telling you, and it ain't in the pimple lotion people are selling you, and it ain't in no cardboard box house, and it ain't down no movie star's blouse, and you can't find it on the golf course, and Uncle Remus can't tell you, and you can't, and neither can Santa Claus. And it ain't in the cream puff hairdo or the cotton candy clothes, and it ain't in the dime store dummies or the bubblegum goons, and it ain't in the marshmallow noises of the chocolate case voices and that comin' knockin' and tappin' in Christmas rappin'. Christmas rappin', Christmas rappin', Christmas rappin', Christmas rappin'. Saying, ain't I pretty? Ain't I cute? Look at my skin. Look at my skin shine. Look at my skin glow. Look at my skin laugh. Look at my skin cry. When you can't even sense if they got any insides. These people so pretty in their ribbons and bows, no, you'll not now know nor no other day find it on the doorsteps made out of paper mache. And inside the people made of molasses that every other day buy a new pair of sunglasses. And it ain't in the 50-star generals and flipped-out phonies who'd turn you in for a tenth of a penny, who'd breathe and burp and bend and crack, and before you can count from 1 to 10, they do it all over again, but this time behind your back. The ones that wheel and deal and whirl and twirl and play games with each other in their sandbox world, and you ain't gonna find it in no talent fools that run around gallant and make all the rules for the ones that got talent. And it ain't in the ones that ain't got any talent but think they do. And they're the ones that are fooling you. And the ones that jump on the wagon just for a while 'cause they know it's in style to get their kicks and get out quick. And they make all kinds of money and chicks. and you tell yourself and you throw down your hat saying, Christ, do I gotta be like that? And ain't there no one here that knows where I'm at? Ain't there no one here that knows how I feel? God Almighty, that stuff ain't real. But no, that ain't your game. It ain't even your race. And you can't hear your name. No, you can't see your face. You gotta look some other place. And where do you look for that hope that you're seeking? Where do you look for this lamp that's a-burning? Where do you look for that oil well a-gushing? Where do you look for a candle that's glowing? Where do you look for this hope that you know is there, and it's out there somewhere? And your feet can only walk through two kinds of roads, and your eyes can only look through two kinds of windows, and your nose can only smell two kinds of hallways. You can touch and twist and turn those doorknobs, and you can either go to the church of your choice, or you can go to Brooklyn State Hospital. You'll find God in the church of your choice. You'll find Woody Guthrie in the Brooklyn State Hospital. And though it's only my opinion, I may be right, I may be wrong, I think you'll find them both in the Grand Canyon at sundown.